Hi, everybody. How are you today? Thank you for being on this channel. This time, I will invite all of you to make one of our traditional handmade toys using banana leaf stems. Do you know what I'm holding? Yes, that's right. This is a banana leaf doll. Let's get started, and I will share how to make it with all of you. Before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe, okay? Thank you. Now, it's time to start with the steps to make it. The first thing we do is get banana leaf stems. However, if you have unused banana leaf stems, you can also use those without taking them from the banana tree. Since there are no discarded banana leaf stems available, this time, I'll be taking one directly from the tree. Once you've taken the stem from the tree, carefully remove the leaves from the stem and clean it up to make it neat and ready for use. Now, let's talk about the tools we'll need for this project. You'll need a knife or an old cutter if you don't have a knife, a ruler, and most importantly, the main material we'll be using is a banana stem that has been cleaned of its leaves. Now, let's focus on the step-by-step process. The first step is to cut the banana leaf stem to your desired length. For this demonstration, I'm cutting my banana stem to approximately 35 centimeters, about 14 inches long. Now for our next step, creating the eyes. Pay close attention to this technique. You can follow my method, or feel free to get creative and design the eyes however you'd like. The choice is yours. Great! Now that we've completed the eyes, let's move on to crafting the doll's nose. Watch closely and follow along with these steps. Be careful when using the knife or cutter, as you may injure your hands if you're not cautious. Great job! We've finished making the nose. Doesn't it look adorable? What do you think? Alright, let's move on to creating the mouth. Watch carefully as I demonstrate. We're going to make a partial cut, like this. The key is to only cut about halfway through the stem. Be careful not to cut all the way through. We want the stem to remain in one piece. Now, let's move on to crafting the doll's arms. For this demonstration, making each arm about 10 centimeters or 4 inches long. But feel free to adjust this length to suit your preference. To create the arms, we'll be carefully slicing along the edges of the banana stem. Watch closely as I show you the technique. Hold the stem securely. Using your knife or cutter, gently slice along the edge, starting from the top. Continue the cut downwards, maintaining an even depth. Remember, precision is key here, so take your time and be careful with the cutting tool. Afterwards, lift and bend the arms upwards like this. Continue by making the other arm. Next, we'll create the doll's legs. The process is similar to how we made the arms earlier, but with a slight difference. Let's go through it step by step. Move to the bottom part of the stem. Just like with the arms, we'll slice along the edges of the banana stem. The key difference is the length will make the legs slightly longer than the arms. In this example, I'm making each leg about 14 centimeters, about 5.5 inches long. Remember, you can adjust the length to your preference, but keeping the legs a bit longer than the arms gives the doll better proportions. Let's start with one leg. Hold the stem securely. Carefully slice down the edge, maintaining an even depth. Once you've reached your desired length, stop cutting. Gently separate the cut portion from the stem, but don't detach it completely. After finishing one leg, we'll repeat the process on the other side to create the second leg. Take your time and aim for symmetry between both legs. To make the doll's mouth movable, so it appears to be talking, and to allow movement of both arms and legs, we need to split the lower part of the doll. Let me show you how. 1. Start by turning the doll so you can see its side profile. 2. We'll begin the split from the side, like this. Watch carefully as I demonstrate. 3. Using your knife or cutter, gently start cutting from the bottom of the doll moving upwards. 4. Be careful not to cut to high, we want to leave enough of the upper body intact. 5. This split will create a hinge effect, allowing the mouth to open and close. This technique will not only make the mouth movable, but will also give more flexibility to the arms and legs. It's a crucial step in bringing your banana stem doll to life. Remember, take your time with this step. It's important to be precise to ensure your doll functions properly. If you're unsure, it's better to start with the smaller cut. You can always extend it later if needed. Pay very close attention to the stem splitting technique. It's crucial to get this right, and here's why. If we split too far, the arms and legs won't be able to move properly. Worse yet, if we make a mistake here, we might have to start over from the beginning. So, let's approach this step with extra care. Start with a shallow cut and gradually deepen it. Constantly check the split's depth and width as you go. Remember, it's always better to split less than to split too much. We can always extend the split if needed. Aim to stop the split just below where the arms begin. This is truly a make or break moment for our doll. Take your time, be patient, and don't rush. If you're unsure, pause and double check before continuing. The success of your doll's movement depends on this step. Woohoo! We've done it! Our banana stem doll is now complete and ready to play. Let's give it a little dance. Na 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 na! Isn't it adorable? Take a moment to admire your handiwork. You've just created a charming traditional toy using nothing but natural materials and your creativity. Great job! Now, why don't you try making the doll talk by moving its mouth or wave its arms and legs? Go ahead, have fun with it. Okay, that's all for now. See you next time, where we'll make even more interesting toys. Goodbye.